Welcome to Paracord Pals and Heroes. Hello everybody, it's Courtney Holmes. These are some of the supplies I'll be using for Yasuke the Black Samurai, and this will be a 3-tier weaved bracelet. Top, middle, bottom. Back in a minute. Thank you. Got 4 feet black, 4 feet of brown, 4 feet of black, 4 feet of gold. I've already done 1 double set of cobra knots on each of these. I've made sure that I captured the tab in the back and do the regular capture right on left. We'll do 2 cobra knots. Starting with the right side. All the way through this task here. It's going to be 1. Okay, so that's a total of 2 cobra knots on the first tier. It's our top. We tighten down, adjust, move it out of the way. The second set is already set to go. Right? We do 1 on it. Just 1 first, right? Tighten this down. This particular one, because we're going for a different look, we do just 1 first on the second one, and we bring in our lower. It's got 1 double set already on it also. Capture this before we do the third one. Right? I mean the second one for the middle set is what we're going to do. We're having the wrong one. There we go. This is number 2 for the middle. Then we just do our 2 for the third one. Okay. Like I say, everything's starting off on the right side. And then we do 2. Back to the beginning again. Okay. Keep this tight. So we don't have a 3. I haven't made one yet anyway, or had one made. Rack to weave on a 3-tier, but I would set this up on a table or something in front of me with enough room and space organized to have this done. These colors are something that I came up with for this bracelet. I'm putting it together with respect and honor for the colors as well as for the individual I'm making this on in his trivet. But we're going to stop here for a second and let me just ask this guy what he thinks right quick. Well, Yasuke, what you think? I put him together too. Couldn't find one. It's probably hard to get one or to find one. So of course I did my own colors. I did my own add and additions to this, and I put him together. You'll see him up close a little bit more with the additional film footage that I have at the end of this. So let's get on with this again. So we've got our 2 here. So we grab this guy again, right? Just like we did at the beginning of this, keeping everybody separate here to make sure we do our weave. We're going to do the same thing over and over again until we get to the bottom. Okay, we've captured him on that first one. We'll do a second one, which will be our 3rd double cobra knot set. 1, 2, 3 on this side. This is 3 level weaving. Just taking your time. The outcome is the best, the end result effect of what we're doing. Okay, you've done 2 there. Look, this guy here, he's way over here on our side. Get on over there. He's coming this way. Like I say, make sure you have room for what you're doing and stay focused on everything. Keep everything tight, taut, but not too tight, and let it go. Now, what do we have on the other side? As I was thinking of here, nothing yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna meet you guys at the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and do my whole bracelet, and we'll come back and we'll discuss Yasuke here. Thank you. All right, I'm back and finished my end at the bottom. What you think? This is what it'll come out looking exactly like if you do it the way I asked you to do it. And this is how I closed on the back. Standard. Everything in the middles, run them in the same format. Off the end, nip, tuck, burnt, and secure it down in the back. Anything on the outside, whereas you can't see it from the front, boom, did it like that. Anything that was coming up on top to be shown from the front and seen from the front, went over and made another loop. As always, went down 3 knots, 1, 2, 3, and secured it there. As you see also, don't forget to get your tabs. All right, now Yasuke needs a face and a little bit more personality, and he's sitting here just ready to slice me up or something. But I want to tell you a little bit about this guy before we do make him a face or whatever, any kind of armor, costume, or whatever I have in mind. I'm not gonna tell you right now, but I want to tell you a little bit about Eusebio Ibrahim Balai. And this guy, black guy, found himself in a time and an era upon a Portuguese vessel that went into an area that these people didn't mess with anybody, and they damn sure didn't want anybody messing with them, so they put out word that they didn't want to see anybody upon their island of Japan, which is now Japan anyway. And they let everybody know, you come over here, you ain't going back. So the Portuguese people were about the only ones that were able to even do commerce with them. Merchant ships, you know, every now and then would come through, and they would meet with very few people, and then they were off and about their business. Well, this guy showed up on one of them, and he was a slave, and that's how they were doing the business back then. But these people in Japan had never seen anybody black. They actually thought this guy needed to take a bath, thought he was a dirty white boy, you know, and that's what they told him to do, wash him, you know. And then they felt they were being tricked when they realized his skin tone was not changing or anything, and so they real quickly accepted, okay, there are these kind of people in the world. And the person who was observing everything, giving directions, was a lord of the time, Obu Nobunaga. Big time guy, hanging out in the area over everything. So he says, I'll take this dude, I'll take him. And he didn't ask him was his name Kente or anything. He just flat out gave him a name. Your name Toby. But no, I will call you Yasuke. Some of y'all might say it Yasuke or something like that. That's an English translation on something we would say with our syllables and everything and our characteristics of our English language. But his name with the U silent as in Japanese is Yasuke. So he went out about that. He didn't want to argue. They had already saw him beat up on some dude to show his display of talents that he had, and basically they gave him a name that coincided with the servant or bodyguard for what the Lord had in mind for him. You hang out with me and you my boy and you know what to do. So he, of course, earned the weapon, the katana, sported everything just like everybody else, got the respect of everybody else, took a wife, had kids, everything, moved on. The rest is history, outside of a couple other things that went on, but that's not what we're here about. We're here to make a bracelet, and I just wanted to let y'all know a little bit about this guy. He's always just been called by his given name to him by Nobunaga, and some folks has just called him the Black Samurai. So we're gonna give him some justice. We're gonna do him up right, and you'll be able to see this more as we get into it with the additional film footage. But I'll be back in a minute, let you see what I've done for his eyes as a start. Thank you. Do the first one. Tighten it. Grab him with the second one. See, I come across, do the last one does not have anything to grab, so you're just doing flat out 2 cobra knots at the end in the lower tier. That's how you're braiding that. Just 2 knots. Tightening everything up, straightening it all up. Make sure you got everything tight. Yeah. Keep it separate. And then go back and do it again. Grab him first time. You see, I've modified the speedy jig. At least temporarily here. He wants to come loose now. Yeah, I just had it just down like so. All right, got the first one out of the way. Tighten him up. See how he wants to come across already? Do the first knot, the cobra knot on the middle. Do the first one. Okay, tighten it up. Pull it tight or whatever. Right. The second one, oh, there's Yasuke is taking a jump. I mean, jumped off the anvil. What in the hell? Here, Court. Can't look at 2 things with one eye the same way. All right, here we go. And once you do that, do this, which you're do the second one. Okay, there we go. Get that out of the way. And then you're on the third here. Let's straighten our guy up here. I moved his arm, which threw him a little off balance. There we go. Left his arm back up. Yeah, those are movable. We say, make me a Yasuke. Sell it to Hasbro. Sell it to Toys R Us, you know, or somebody that's in business anyway. Oh. All right, and then you do your here. And then you go back to the first one. But regardless, you're going to have a pattern. Stick to your pattern. Yes, I'm going to add some more stuff on here to make this really look like armor. I'm not going to tell you what I got in mind, but you know it's going to be something. Okay, let me finish this up at the bottom and I'll be back with y'all in a minute. Thank you. Okay, finished down to the bottom. Planted everything in the bottom, on the back rather, from the bottom on the back. Nipped, tucked it, cut it, burnt it. Top, middle, bottom. Trying to come up with ideas and concepts and everything for this guy. come up with some old stuff. I found this out jogging. Didn't figure it was worth anything, though it has continued to stay gold. I'll break it down, take it apart, and I actually found this too. Jogging. People lose a bunch of shit. Well, it's in my trash box, my doodad box with my hobby stuff, and I'll break it down and put it in a brand new bracelet. Yes, I will, God knows. So, just coming up with ideas for Yasuke, and let's see what I come up with and actually put together. Look at those eyes. Yeah, he's alive already. Tied, X tied in the back, on the side, down the front. I mean down in the side that's to be on the front. It's getting there. Coming together. Got the sides on the helmet ready. Got his chin guard ready from the helmet. And it's coming together. All right, everybody, I'm back. I finished up Yasuke, and it's kind of proud to have done this the way that I've done it. It's going into new territory with a lot of things, but I hope you guys like him too. So, with these new buckles on the back here, these new buttons, I think that looks almost a little Asian there. Flip him over, and what do you think? This is my Yasuke. So he's together with his brown eyes, and he's got a full set. He's got the helmet on. Made this using 3 sets of, as you've seen in the other footage, 3 sets of Solomon knot little pieces all put together, and they're all latched together for that. Got his chin guard on, part of a helmet, and an ornamental decoration that probably Lord Nobunaga gave him. He's earned everything that's coming to him. When next time you'll see him, he'll have his sword that I didn't make that one, but I got one coming for him. It should be around. And if you can make one of these on your own, give it a shot. Hey, give it a shot. You will be quite pleased with your with what you do on it, and I think you'll be satisfied. This one, made just for me, is exactly my size. I haven't fully closed everything in the back here so I can let you see what's going on, and it's a mess back there, but I'll fine tune that down and probably put some sticky felt in the back, because he's such a historical figure that there's no telling how this will come out in the back when somebody finds out what I've got. I don't know, hell, Smithsonian might try to buy him from me, but I don't know if I'll sell it. You know, might make them one, but you know, what you think with him all like that and down? Give me some comments on what you think about the brother here. He's the Black Samurai. straight out of Japan in a real closed-in era during which they weren't open to the rest of the world, and just plain and simple didn't want to be fucked with. So they come about, let everybody know, as I explained earlier, don't come over to our place because you will not come back, and definitely don't bring no Christianity over here. They didn't know anything about that. They didn't even know this guy being black was a actual person. They thought he was some dirty person who hadn't taken a bath. And then they realized, oh, there are people like this on the planet. Now, that's not exactly what I've heard or the understanding, but that is a recorded history. That's not what a couple of Japanese doctors explained to me back when I worked in the surgery, that outside of teaching me some minor basic Japanese, we had a Yasuke conversation, and they were pretty much like, don't believe everything you see, you know. And these are guys who came over here and did so many things around my town that were black that I thought that they had black girlfriends or something. But they explained to me, Courtney's son, everybody come from Africa. That was enough said to me, and I was real happy to train with those guys from the University of Yokohama. This guy here never got the opportunity. He just got a little bit of the prestige and the honor and a little bit higher status of what he did. Being, in fact, he was a bodyguard. He got to say something, do something, eat, definitely eat, you know, and have some comfort. He did meet a woman, right for him, had kids and everything, and went on into history. Here, Yasuke into a Paracord bracelet. I don't know. This one might be glass box worthy. Something I probably wear on holidays. Just so you can see it that way. Well, if you like to, you'll see additional footage of him, like I said, in the other film that I have on him. But give him a shot, and don't be afraid yourself to do other projects that you're curious about. Just give him a shot. You never know how they'll turn out. Me, I had to put this guy, everything into perspective. The fact that it was only going to be on half of my wrist from the front. That's what I mean. These look good from the back, as the knots and stitches on some of the Asian clothing line. Not exactly a Chinese thing here, but you know, Japanese people did wear some of those. At least the people who couldn't afford real kimonos wore some of everything in the country. But that's life coming up. And as you see, he's got his belt on, his obi, and it's tied the way it's supposed to be. Because yes, watashi wa nihongo ga jouzu. Hi, I do speak a little Japanese. So, back in my English here in my home and here on my channel, Paracord Pals and Heroes, Courtney Holmes, the former Army Sergeant, is saying, like and subscribe if you will, if you please, and send me some comments, y'all, on Yasuke. Hope I told it to him and did him right for this. So, see y'all next time, and y'all be safe out there, because things are definitely happening in our world. God bless. Y'all have a good day. Say something, dude. Yeah. Bye, y'all. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Here on Paracord Pals and Heroes. Thank you. Yasuke, the Black Samurai. Yeah, I made the figure in the back there too. Put them together. That's quite the crafty work. Painted them also. That's my color scheme just as much as this one is. If you have any questions on anything, feel free, let me know, or send me an email. All right. Look at those eyes. He's definitely alive, isn't he? Thank you very much, y'all. Later. Hello, everybody. It's Courtney. Thank you for joining Paracord Pals and Heroes this afternoon. I appreciate your support. Come on back and let's do it again with these bracelets, man. I'm out of here. Thank you. Yasuke, the Black Samurai. Three-tier weaving with weaved accessories. Weaved accessories. I got the braid down. Yeah, the braid down, beat down. But it was well worth it. Yasuke. Hey everybody, this is Courtney. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Come again next time. I'll see you then. Thank you a lot.